Okay, everybody, it's Kevin here from NorthStarBadCharts.com, and we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. And here we are on the monthly chart, just taking a wider view at what's going on. You can see quite clearly the Bitcoin cycles from low to high to low to high, low to high, and then what's going on at the moment. And we've had a number of sort of periods like this in the past where price has come down and tested a horizontal support level, and the very clear support level is shown here, just sitting above the rising moving average here. I'll just change this to the 36-month moving average, and there we go. There's a 36-month moving average, and that is sitting at around about 24,312. We'll put the 12-month moving average on, and we'll see that that is at around about 47,000. So we're just between those two moving averages at the moment. We'll take a look at the weekly moving averages in a little while. They're perhaps a little bit more or particularly relevant to what we're looking at. And you can see also on the stock RSI here that the crossover near the top there was a bearish indication that came somewhat ahead of the later peak and then the drop. So the stock RSI on the monthly chart fell a long way with the price falling here, and then the price rebounded and bounced up, but the monthly stock RSI didn't respond and just carried on falling. So that was an indication, I suppose, that we're going to see further weakness. And you can see that price is bouncing on this horizontal level around about the 30,000 mark and has moved up quite nicely now to $44,000. Let's look in at the weekly chart, and you can see on the weekly chart stock RSI has been moving up. It gave a bullish cross indicator a little while back and is moving up steadily now and has much further to move if it decides it wants to be if it decides it wants to do that. And you can see a little bit more detail on this topping formation, or this this period where we've been effectively moving sideways in a range, because what you could one way of viewing this is just one big sideways consolidation that's just gone like that for the last what has it been, a year or more. So from January 2021 to where we are now, we've effectively gone not very far. We've gone from 30 to 60,000, back to 30, back to 60, back to 30, and we're just bouncing around in between those two levels. So we've broken out of the resistance line that has been sort of capping the price as we've come down, which is significant. And it'll be even more significant if we can get above the 30-week and the 20-week moving averages. So look at the 30-week moving average, and that is above us at 49,367 at the moment. And we'll take a look at the 20-week, which is also pretty influential for Bitcoin. You can see how the price has reacted to the 20-week moving average over time. And you can see 20-week moving average is actually very similar to the 30-week at the moment. It's sitting a little bit above it at 50,783 at the moment. So I think a move through that psychologically important 50,000 area would be a very clear bullish signal. I think until or unless we can do that, nothing is particularly proven. It's been nice to move up from the area around about or just above 30,000 to where we are now at 44,000. It's great, but in terms of a longer lasting and much larger bullish move, we do need to regain those moving averages. Take a quick look at the daily chart, and we can look at this descending wedge in a little bit more detail. And you can see on the daily chart here, I'll just get rid of this this box, which we don't need anymore, make it a little bit clearer for you. And you can see the what some people might draw as a resistance line. I've drawn it as a resistance zone because it allows me to sit the lower part of the resistance zone on the candle bodies and the higher part of the resistance zone on the candle wicks. And it's really just a way of accepting and acknowledging the fact that the price quite often enters that zone and then pulls back, and then it kind of pushes back into it and pulls back. It's not a single pencil thin straight line. So on the daily chart, we probably don't need these moving averages at the moment. We'll perhaps put the 200-day on, might be a bit more useful. There we go, the 200-day moving average, and that is also close to the 50,000 mark. It's 49,423. So fairly clear, I think, that 50,000 level that we're maybe coming up to test in the near future is going to be pretty important. We've also got this horizontal resistance line that I've got in here. It's again really a zone from I would say around about 44,500 up to perhaps that level there around about 47,000. So really that whole area from 44 up to 50 is just one big kind of resistance area with lots of trading going on within that zone, and that's likely to provide some resistance for us to punch through. If we put this onto our monthly setup that we have, you can see the volume profiling on the right hand side, and you can see the Ichimoku cloud on here as well. So we're well above the monthly defined Ichimoku cloud, and the vast majority of the trading volume is much further below us, in fact. So I'll just zoom right in and see if we can get a little bit more granular detail on the trading action. Here we go. That's what I'm trying to achieve. So you can see a lot of trading volume down around the $10,000 area and below. The peaks of trading volume as we come higher up are around about the 36,000, 37,000 area. There's another one here where I've got this horizontal line really around about 47, 48,000, and another peak volume node at around about 55 to 57,000, that kind of area. So there's a number of strands of evidence there for where we may find resistance on the way back up, and where we may find support should price decide to come back down at any point. And just on that downside scenario, as far as the downside scenario goes, it's really this support line. So if we were to start moving down, what I expect to see would be some kind of wedge pattern like that, that would then form a bullish wedge on top of the breakout zone, and then give us the sort of strength, the energy, the power, the momentum to break to the upside after a further pullback. But that's not what's happening at the moment. Prices at the moment just continuing to trend slowly upwards. We could put a support line in there as well, something like that. So that would be something else to watch, and that support line comes in at around about $40,000. So that is something else to keep a close eye on the daily chart. As I say, you can play around with the moving averages and look at the 60-day, the 100-day, the 200-day, and just see where those support levels are. But that's a quick snapshot from me for now, to sort of show you what I'm looking for Bitcoin to prove that it's got what it takes to continue on with this bull market. So plenty more on other topics over at northstarbadcharts.com, including more detailed analysis of the crypto sector, of course. But from me, for now, it's goodbye.